All right, thanks again for helping me out. Really enjoyed the lesson. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? Just got a few things I want to find out. Just wondered, you personally, like, how has using a simulator changed like your teaching methodology?
Well,
I mean, you've been in the business a while, obviously, that may mean, but if you've obviously gone from teaching just with your eyes to using this, like, what do you think?
So I think the biggest thing is I think that, the way people learn, there's always going to be some sort of feedback.
Yeah.
When we're out on the range, and we don't always use the simulator, but we're on the range, yes, they can see the ball fly, they get a feel for what it is, but the difference is when they hit a good one, they hit a bad one.
Right.
One players, they really don't have any idea. But then they can show them that also, hey, one they hit bad, they were over the top, it was outside in, 6 degrees.
Yeah, it's got to be big for them.
And, all the magic producing big kind of high cuts, because that's the angle attack. And then all of a sudden you come in and bring them inside, and you get them set up a little bit more square, we're working on some ways to kind of get the club problem more from in to out, and all of a sudden you can see how the contact is better. So I think from that standpoint, I don't know if it's really changed. I think the student learns better.
I can see that.
Because I think that when they hit one good, they hit one bad, all of a sudden there's data up there to sort of back up what they did better.
Yeah.
How it was different. Because, and I think someone who's a real beginner, I don't know how much the technology really helps them because they're just trying to make contact. But someone who's sort of in the game and playing.
That was actually going to be my next question. Like, what students do you think would benefit most? Like, would you use it with everybody, or?
Well, I think you could use it with everyone. Now, who gets the most from it? I think people who are playing.
Yeah.
Or people who would like to maybe get better. They've been playing for a few years. Or maybe people who have been playing for a few years, they want to get better so they can compete in tournaments.
Okay.
I think, that data feedback, that sort of that instant, you can kind of see, yes, I hit that one better. It felt better. They look obviously the smash factor is different.
Sure.
Then it starts to, they can relate everything because there's feedback for it.
Yeah.
Of course, if they hit one good, they hit another one and it feels sort of the same. But you look at one, like your smash factor is 1.36 with a 7 iron. So if they hit a 7 iron, say it comes to 1.33, and then they hit the next one, it's 1.23. So then it felt the same. But
Whether it actually was fat or was thin or whatever the case may be, it wasn't out in the face.
Right.
That's cool. I mean, most of the pros these days sort of seem to carry around the TrackMan. It's almost everyone does, right?
It's instant feedback.
But maybe for like the beginner players or like they might be overreading it. That's kind of what I'm saying. They might be looking too at numbers.
I think they're so interested in making contact, and so interested in just trying to learn the basic fundamentals of how to hold it, how to set up.
Yeah.
And then I think too much data for something like that can be a little more confusing.
Sure.
And I golf still has to be some sort of feel, some sort of timing. So if they get too caught up in that as a beginner, I think sometimes that could almost be overwhelming.
Yeah. So I guess the next thing I was going to find out is how has this simulator, this technology, kind of got the students to like the next step, got them better, like, has it been bringing their scores down? Have you noticed that?
Well, yeah, and like I said, this is one of the things like in wintertime we do a lot more of this. And like I have one of my students now, right before the season closed, we did a lot of chipping and putting because once that changes, we can always come inside and be full swing. Yeah. Because the feedback is so much better. Trying to judge how far I hit it 20 yards inside, that's a little tough. So yeah, I think in the wintertime the students really kind of grab hold of the swing and understand it better. And I think that way when they get to the springtime, they actually feel like, all right, I feel comfortable with my swing. We've been working on it all winter. So I think it's one of those things where, they kind of sort of come out of the wintertime sort of ready to play. When I was, like I said, I've been in the business for a long time. So when I was first we didn't have this technology.
I didn't either. Yeah.
We finished, I grew up in Maine, we finished the first week or two of October, and picked up a club to late.
It's got to be a massive game changer for golfers in the Northeast and for golf professionals who teach in the Northeast. Right. And then return on investment. Do you feel like you've got your money back? Do you feel like it's been well worth it?
Oh, for sure. I mean, our club, as you know, we're sort of a mid-level club here in the north part of Jersey, and we do very well. We're very good. Very good. But we're not trying. We don't have the funds that some of these other big clubs have.
Sure.
So I think what we purchased, I think, was perfect for our facility, and the return has been great. We've done it adult leagues, we've done the junior programs all winter, and then with the club fittings that I can start doing in February, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago, I think I had sold like 9 or 10 sets before we even opened.
You think it took a year, 2 years to pay for itself almost?
Probably after the second year, I think we've had everything recouped from the profits from like the leagues and from, you know, club fittings and the other costs.
Very cool. I mean, if you had this all over again, would this be what you bought? I mean, was it what you think it was the right move at the right time, but now if you did it again, would you get something different?
Well, I think, once again, we're not that upper level club, and I think every club is different. I think for what we got, I think I would make the same call again.
Okay.
If I was at a different facility where, you know, the dues were more, you know, there was just, I don't want to say unlimited funds, but there's a lot more money available. This wouldn't be the ideal scenario, but I think for us it works very well.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of great systems out there. We use the Flight Scout Mevo, which gives us great feedback. And
Mevo Plus.
yeah, and then you know, there's other ones like, you know, Foresight, like Garmin has a new one, TrackMan, obviously. But I mean, we're talking more money, you know, and when we first started doing this, the club had never done anything inside, to sort of jump in and bite off, you know, 50, 60, 70 grand.
I need to sell that to you, that's a tough one.
Right, not knowing if anybody's going to come use it.
Sure. Are there any numbers, like stats you think you would like to have, you don't have in this one, like angle of attack, I feel like it's one?
Well, I think that's something that I should talk to the general manager, because you can actually upgrade.
Oh, okay.
The Mevo Plus and get all.
I didn't know that.
It's a different package. I think it's maybe $1,000 more.
All right.
It's a lifetime thing, but it will give you different screens. It would allow you to kind of scroll through some different stuff. So it's something that, you know, where we've already recouped all of our money, maybe we do put a little bit more money into this one and get
Sounds like a good
certainly
idea.
a conversation.
All right. Thanks for all your help.
All right, sure. Well,
Appreciate it.
glad to help.